Good day to you all. My name is Tanaka Tande. I'm going to do a presentation entitled Cost Managers' Contribution Towards Attainment of Sustainable Development through BIM. I work as a consultant, project manager, and a quantity surveyor in Harare, based in Harare, Zimbabwe. I'm a professional project manager, BIM coordinator, and a certified RICS project manager. So we shall start the presentation. So since 1992, there was establishment of the Agenda 21 for Sustainable Development in Brazil, where the world leaders gathered together and then they discussed several issues for the better future. So one of their resolution was for the Agenda 21 in order to conserve or to use our resources efficiently so as to cater for the future generation. So this was having the sustainable development goal for the infrastructure development. And then, so generally the construction industry consumes more resources compared to all other sectors. So hence, and at the same time, while it consumes more resources, there is need. It contributes to several nations' economic growth through provision of services like accommodation, transport, and employment for several people. Then we also note currently there is generally an increase in the way resources are being consumed. But now this calls for an urgent need for us to change the way we produce and then consume our resources, just generally in that globally. The world's population is expected to increase from a current figure of 8 billion to about 9.73 billion in the next 3 decades, that is in 2050. So this implies that there's need for more infrastructure to ensure availability of basic accommodation and recreational facilities for everyone, for all. So now this calls for us to ensure that whatever practice that we are doing, we are being resource efficient. So to counter this development, most of the world's town or globally cities, they need to be replanned and reconstructed to cater for this increase in the population. So I've just illustrated maybe a certain city where there's poor planning on the left side, and then proper planning which we should focus on what we want to implement. And now, in order for us to implement this change to cater for the future coming or increase in population, there's need for us to consider having modern sustainable infrastructure, which requires collaboration among construction stakeholders, that is architects, cost managers, environmental specialists, property developers, the project financiers, etc., to reconsider the ways in which buildings are constructed, and to also to efficiently allocate construction resources, reducing waste and other time delays and unnecessary cost increases so that we achieve sustainable development. So I've just illustrated a chart below, just showing how BIM it plays an integral role for having all other project participants working on a single module. So now the team comprising of the architects, several architecture, engineering, and then construction sector professionals, they need to work together from start so as to make an integrated design, and then they ensure that they control all the costs within the developer's budget. These modern sustainable buildings need to be resource efficient and providing value for money in order for us to achieve economic sustainability. Now, upon the creation of the for creation of the integrated model, we have to consider some other aspects which are achieving this within the budget, optimal period of time, and consider aspect of high quality. Now, this calls for the construction cost managers or quantity surveyors expertise to ensure that the business case of the construction project is attained. The construction cost managers play a significant role by ensuring that the resources are used for the benefit of the society through financial management, contract administration, provision of cost consulting services, among others, to the relevant stakeholders. Then An informed quantity surveyor has an ability not only to provide monetary information during the design phase, which will be limited to initial investment cost, but initial investment cost, value, and risk associated, but they can also advise on other features that ensure sustainability construct is considered, including effect of the building on the life cycle, and then also on the life cycle cost assessment. Now, BIM technology, building information technology, provides a very good opportunity for cost managers to be more efficient and effective in the way they do their services through improvement of the value, accuracy, and speed of their services. There is a live link, so there will be a live link between the model in their cost database that they use to determine the cost, or that will be used to determine the overall budget for the project. So this can be used during the design phase when there will be some several proposals that will be being considered. So now they will be able to provide quick feedback, and then thereby enabling the stakeholders to make corrective suggestions earlier than to consider or to make those corrections when we have already commenced construction at the site, which will result in some losses and then wastage of resources. So now through BIM, the construction cost managers will be able to have more time to share their expertise and their knowledge with other project team that will ensure that we attain sustainable development. Some of these is through value engineering, carbon costing, and life cycle costing for the proposed development. However, there's been generally a slow adoption of BIM, mostly in Africa, due to lack of knowledge and awareness about BIM software. And then some people argue that generally the cost of the software is expensive, and then they lack also information just on the general return of investment upon having such a software. There are several benefits of having BIM for them, for the cost managers, like using it for the several services that they perform. So now the solution to this problem would be to provide, maybe we need to do some summits like for the one that we are having currently in Dublin, to advise and then to educate them on the advantages and the benefits of adoption of BIM. And also our governments generally to have a mandate, maybe stipulate a law that will be compulsory, stating that all future development that needs to be done, I need to consider aspect of BIM so as to complement achievement of sustainable development for all the project or the future development that are going to be done. That's all. I thank you. Any questions for the presentation that I've done?